Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I am making 5 easy fall embellishments. You can actually make these in any theme that you want, but this so happens to be fall season, so why not? Yeah, so I'm making these really cute ones. You've seen shorts of these probably. They're book page tags. I made these fluffy altered paper clips, these little bulb scrap paper clips, or not paper clips, but light bulbs. Light bulb light bulb safety pins is what I'm trying to say. And then these altered coin wrappers and these altered little tickets. So stick around and I'll show you how I made them all. All right, to start off, I have 2 pieces of my book page paper, and I'm just going to trim off the borders there that don't have any printing on them. And then I'm going to cut them down to 5 inches. And then from there, I'm going to cut these into 2.5 inch segments. So they are 2.5 by 5 inches, and I'm using my tag punch there. I'll try and link that down below for you. It makes a 2.5 inch tag, and then also goes down to, I believe, a 1.5 inch. So now I'm over at my sewing machine. I have it on a zigzag stitch, and I also have it with regular thread and a regular needle, and I'm just going to go all the way around sewing those 2 pieces of paper together. And I have 2 pieces just to make the tag a little bit sturdier. You could also sew the book page to a piece of cardstock if you'd like, if you want that on the back. So I just go all the way around on the edges. Now I have some distress ink. I'm going to use a brush there and just put some orange. I think this was the pumpkin distress ink. Spiced pumpkin or something like that. I'll link the distress ink as well as these brushes. They come in a pack of all different colors. Now I'm going to use my pumpkin stamp and stamp the pumpkin on the front of that one. And finally, I'm going to take this is some seam binding ribbon and some twine, and add that into the top of my tag. I'm pulling the ribbon through, holding them up at the top, and then I'll take the twine and do a double knot around the ribbon. Trying to hold this and keep it tight at the same time. It's kind of tricky. Now I'm just going to take my scissors and cut them at an angle to make them a little bit shorter, and that is for the tag. Alright, to make this super cute little fluffy altered paper clip, very simple. You need a paper clip and you need 5 or 6 little pieces of fabric or lace or ribbon, preferably kind that will tie pretty easy. And then you will take your paper clip and we'll just start tying our pieces on. And you don't even have to double knot them. I don't anyways. And then I just trim them down like that. And when you're done, you can also trim them. We're just going to go around the top of the paper clip and tie our pieces of fabric. And just a really simple way of embellishing your paper clips, and it doesn't take a lot of time. I chose a variety of fabric, and this was like a sari silk ribbon or a seam binding ribbon that's been dyed, and then I have a piece of lace. I try to alternate them as far as colors. And then I have one more here. I'm going to trim them all just a little bit so when you have them shorter it looks fluffier. Kind of like when you make a pom-pom, and the shorter you go, fluffier it looks. There we go. If you want to put a little glue at the bottom of there to keep them from moving around, you can do that, but I just think they turned out so cute. Next embellishment is this cute little embellished altered coin wrapper. So I have the wrapper, I have a picture here that I'm going to use, I have my distress ink, some lace, and some fabric. Let's go ahead and do this. Start off with our wrapper. I'm going to cut off a piece of lace. Tear a piece of my fabric here. Take a piece of the watercolor picture. Have my distress ink here, and I'm going to add that to the edges of the paper. This is the vintage photo. I'm going to take this over to my sewing machine and sew across the top. I have this little saying here. It is called Autumn. It says Autumn Splendor. It's just a little fall cut apart. Taking my ink and I'm inking this. I'm just going to glue this across my image. There they are. The next embellishment I wanted to show you is this really cute bulb pin scrap embellishment. So I have my vintage paper, I have a ribbon and a lace, a button, and then this little bulb pin, and another one of my little fall word sayings. So we're going to take our lace, fold it over, take our ribbon, fold it over, and these are about 4 inches long. And then I'm going to take my distress ink. Should have done this beforehand. Distress this. And I cut a piece of my paper. These are about a 1/2 inch by 3 approximately, or 2.5 maybe. It's going to be shorter than that. I just want it a little bit shorter, so I'm going to tear it down there. I'm going to make a little V tear to make a like a little 2 little tails. Like that. And I actually did it upside down. So let's tear another piece here. Ink that. So now let's take our fabric and our ribbon and our lace like that. I'll hold it this way. Take our paper, our little saying. And I just have my little tiny attacher. I'm going to hit that with a little paper clip like that. Take my light bulb safety pin. I'll have these linked down below. And my button. I'm going to put it through the top of the button. Just through one hole. And then we're going to attach this to the top of the embellishment. And there it is. 2 cute little embellishments. My next embellishment is this really cute altered ticket. So I have my ticket, I have this stamp. It could be any stamp because you can't really see that whole image. Just adds a little bit of layered texture. And then I have a little leaf die cut, a piece of lace, and then a napkin that has these fall leaves. So I'm going to pull off one of my leaves. I have some cut already over here. So I'm going to cut this out. And you want to pull the top layer off. If you can get it. I have it. I just can't get my fingernail to catch it here. It's right there. Sorry, folks. There we go. I think I got it almost. Almost. There we go. All right. I'll take my tacky glue and oh, the ceiling fan is blowing it away. I'm going to spread some glue over my ticket and move it around with my fingers or my finger, and then put my leaf down on top. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and trim around the ticket. Just going to add a little bit of my stamp. Just like that. Take my lace and fold it in half. Put it up at the top and use my tiny attacher. This is just a little tiny stapler, and it's a Tim Holtz. And then I'll take my little tiny leaf punch and glue that on. All right, and there they are. Really cute. All right, guys, thank you for sticking around watching the whole video. If you did, leave me a comment down what your favorite fall drink is, because, I mean, why not? It's pumpkin season. If it isn't pumpkin season for you, tell me what your season is. So anyways, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Also, let me know which one is your favorite and if you've tried them. Bye. God bless.